What's going on YouTube? Here we are. There's a recipe video going to be showing you how me and Nicole make pho. Sounds a little weird. How we make pho, the Vietnamese noodle soup. So I'm going to show you. We have a quick recipe. So again, like, to be clear, because Nicole said I'd probably get hate for this, we do not like make broth throughout the day. So there's kind of like our kind of like Asian noodle soup. Just a really quick, easy way to make pho that's easy to track, macro friendly, and what we like to make when we want to watch anime and have a big bowl of soup. So we're going to be showing you our quick version. If you want to get really good stuff that's actual real pho, I would say go to some place where they're cooking broth like 8 hours a day. But for our purposes, check out what we're going to make. So here are our ingredients. For the most part, we got pepper, we have some cilantro. Here are the pho noodles. These are just like rice noodles, and apparently gluten-free, so it's definitely healthy. And these are really easy. You just have to dip them in boiling water, and then you throw them into whatever broth you cook. We got limes. I don't know if we're using that, but we got garlic, basil. These are macro hack just in general. Enoki mushrooms. So it's kind of just like strand mushrooms. This whole pack is 45 calories. If you can see that, 45 calories. And you just like peel this back and it's like you double your noodles. So these noodles per serving is like 250 calories. I'll do 1.5 servings. Probably throw in 2 bags of these. Just get a lot more volume. These bean sprouts from H Mart, $2.50 for, I think this is a 5-pound bag. But that's what we'll be topping it with. We got 2 onions, which we're gonna cut up and saute. And then we went also at H Mart, we just got some really thin cut brisket. And of course, the most important thing probably, some broths. So we go with 1 beef and 1 chicken. So each one of these is a liter, so we're gonna be making 2 liters, so a half gallon of broth. It's really up to you, whatever you like. Chicken broth or beef broth. Me and Nicole just do 1 of each. I also have some grilled chicken in the fridge, which I may cut up and add to the top of my noodles in case I need to hit more protein intake. So that's also, this can help you make it easier to get in your protein for the day. So that's really up to you. We usually get a thin cut meat, like a beef or a pork, but you can also already just throw in pre-cooked chicken on top as well. You would get at a restaurant, you can get like chicken, beef, shrimp, whatever you want. Right, so we're gonna start by cutting up the onions, and then we're gonna be, sauteing them?
Yeah.
We're just gonna be cooking them on the stovetop. We're also gonna be using, Nicole really wanted to get one of these Instant Pots. So we've used it to make chili, and now we're gonna use it to make pho. And I guess so far so good. May have a better review later on, but we've been using it, we like it so far. Hopefully more recipes to come with that. I heard you can make chicken wings with that too. Just gotta, broil them at the end of it to make them crispy. So I'm gonna cut these up and we're gonna throw them in and saute them.
Ready?
Alright, try this thing. Nice!
That was satisfying. Oh.
Alright, so we have some onions and garlic in there, and now some more onions going in, and some of that pepper. Alright, so now we're going to throw in the broths. So we've been sauteing the onions good enough, and now throwing down these. And if you're on a diet or like deep in prep, then you're probably going to want to go with more of the chicken broth because it's 10 calories versus the 20 calories because the beef is a little more dense. But it's fine because me and Nicole aren't really cutting anymore. Just stirred some water so it can get boiling for when we need to put the noodles through it. Alright, so now we have the noodles. So now we have the enoki mushrooms. Gonna open it up. So this is what they look like. And what we're going to do is probably cut the bottom, and then you can peel them apart. And you can peel it into like big chunks, and then it kind of makes like a noodle consistency. Nicole says they take a little bit of time to cook, so we're just going to throw all 3 packages in the broth right now, so that cooks because the noodles are really quick. We just throw them in boiling water.
And careful, because they come with dirt, so now that's all over the place.
I'll clean up. We washed them and we pulled them apart, and now we're going to add them in. So those are a really good substitute for the shirataki noodles. If you've seen those at the store, I think a little packet is going to be like $2.50 or $3. We went to H Mart today, and each little bundle of that was $1.30, and you can see how much volume each one of those was, and each bundle was only 45 calories. So that should be able to save you money and then make those low carb, low calorie noodles more affordable for you. Alright, so it's coming to a boil, so if you want to check out that broth. And we threw in a little bit of cilantro in there, and it's starting to taste really good. You can really taste the onion that's in there, and then also the cilantro that Nicole added. Here is what this looks like once you open it up. It's really hard to pull apart and get as much as you want. So each serving is 100 grams, and that's 250 calories, so I'm just going to do 150 grams. So a serving and a half. So I think these are pretty much just really, really long strands. There it is, 120. There, 148, close enough. And we're just gonna throw this into, probably a Ziploc bag would be a good idea. But yeah, so we've weighed these out, and now we have some boiling water over here. So we're just gonna have to dump them down there for 5 to 10 seconds, and then we take them out and put them in our bowls, and then fill that up with the broth. So we did Nicole's, which came out like that. And now we're gonna be doing mine. So we have some boiling water right here. And we got a bunch of noodles right here. So what we're gonna do is, it says put it in for 5 to 10 seconds. So we're just gonna throw it down. 1, 2, 10. Uh-oh. We got the little strands at the bottom.
No noodle left behind.
Yeah, right? Al dente, right?
What?
Al dente, that's like the
Al
whole
dente?
like... And look at the spread that Nicole put together. You got the bean sprouts, the lime, the basil, and cilantro. We got hoisin sauce and sriracha. Yeah, a third of all that is yours. It's a lot of liquid.
What? I don't think I can finish this.
I believe in you. Throwing down some brisket slabs in the pretty much boiling soup. Boom.
And I like me some Thai basil. Well, this is actually real basil.
Nicole's a veteran of pho. She actually brought it, I think, into my life. I never really had it until college, but she's been having it for years, so she taught me the ways. Is this your favorite food?
Definitely.
Yes.
I could eat this every day. Maybe not for every meal, but every day.
It's like me an ice cream.
Where?
Alright, now throwing in some broth. And Nicole's not the biggest fan of these mushrooms, so I'm going in at the majority of them.
It's not that I'm not the biggest fan, it's just because
So much.
there's not enough broth to cover my noodles.
Alright. Hot. We're gonna throw down some meat. Do like 100 grams or so. Here's 100 grams of meat. Alright, then throw down some bean sprouts. Thank you. Boom. A little bit of this.
Lime and basil?
I usually don't put too much of that. Just a little bit of that. Ah, throw down some lime. If you insist. Boom. There she is. Actually, I'm gonna cut up some chicken.
What?
But that's looking like what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna cut up some chicken and put it on top real quick. I just threw in some grilled chicken right there, so that's another 100 grams of chicken, so I think it's gonna be like another 25 grams of protein or so. We're gonna have the macros for that entire bowl right here. That is a lot of food, so I'm excited to eat that. But again, this is not official Vietnamese pho. This is our quick way of making it and making it fit your macros. So this is a high carb, pretty low fat, and high protein depending on what you put in there. But this is the base that what we use, and this only took us like maybe 15-20 minutes. Not too bad. But we're gonna sit down and eat this up, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna watch. Alright, so we're having a little bit of work done in our house, so it's really loud, but we're sitting here with our pho, and we're going to be watching Full Metal Alchemist, and recently have finished that up, but that's going to do it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.